Am I the whole for getting angry at my foster mother's way of fixing me? Under 18, ages 13 to 17. Okay, so I, 17M, have lived with foster carers A, 38F, and B, 40M for 11 years. The reason I was put into foster care is because of the death of my younger baby sister, 14 months, when I was 4. To put it lightly, it wasn't exactly natural causes and was caused by a bio parent, if you get what I'm trying to say. And I can vividly remember everything around those circumstances, think about it every day, and mourn the loss of my sister. The thing is, this has caused a rather intense reaction to young children. I can't be around kids under the age of 4, approximately, without having panic attacks, flashbacks, or screaming fits. I've tried to get professional help, but counselors say they aren't trained enough to help me, and therapists have extremely long waiting lists. Neither social services or my carers are willing to pay for private therapy, and I can't afford it on my part-time job. The issue is also ignored/mocked by my family for a while since they didn't know the exact circumstances of me going into care, so for years they would trigger me on purpose because they thought it was funny. I've tried building up a tolerance by watching YouTube videos, but it isn't much help, although I am almost completely functional in public now. I was until about January this year. In the last few years, the siblings of both A and B have had babies. 2 to each sibling, 6 babies total, all under the age of 4 currently, the oldest being 3. I can't see these children, so usually end up in a back room somewhere or on the streets walking circles when we go to see the kids/they come to us. A and A's mom have decided that since I'm nearly an adult now, it's time for me to grow up and fix myself because it's awkward to have a kid that can't see the babies. So over the last 2 years, they've begun lying to me. They would take me out, saying we're going one place, then go to the baby's house. They'd then get angry when I'd have panic attacks. Every Christmas, they'll say the babies aren't coming round, then shove the babies in my face and get angry when I remove myself from the room, saying I'm ruining Christmas. We'll go to other relatives' houses and then pretend they told me all along that the babies were going to be there. I don't mind going as much. It's just the fact they won't tell me means I'm usually unprepared. For example, one winter I ended up going for a walk in below zero temperatures in a t-shirt because I was told we were going to my uncle's, which has rooms I can go in to avoid babies, but we ended up at A's brother's, which doesn't have rooms I can go in. I also got in trouble that time for showing A up in front of extended family for my reaction to the babies, aka 3 panic attacks back to back, which is why I then spent hours in the cold. They also didn't tell me another relative was pregnant until she had the baby, and we were going to see it. They told me on the car journey to the hospital. I found out today that all this has been part of a plan to secretly try fix my phobia because I'm getting too old for being scared of babies. I've also been told I'm being pathetic, overreacting, being offensive, and disturbing the mothers/babies. I got mad. It's not my fault. I witnessed the tragedy of my sister's death when I was so young, and lying to me about it only causes me more issues. I said I'm being an awe. So, am I the whole?